So that last walk I was on, like I said, it was very short, or just over a mile and a half, so I'm not really getting my steps up. So I thought I'd do another wee short walk before I headed back. This time I'm going to do Laird's Grave, which again is another circular walk, quite short. I'm going to, well, you start off basically in the Ardentinny car park. Plenty of parking spaces, even got a toilet. So just in case you get caught short. So the circular route, you can go, obviously being circular, you can go either direction. I'm going to go down to the main road and go left, and then follow the track goes up there, and then we come out at the bottom there. Okay, so that's us heading. You turn left and go along the road. It's only about quarter of a mile before you get to the actual start of the trail. Oh, and Ardentinny wouldn't be Ardentinny without a barking dog on the beach. Looks like they had their own flooding and landslide issues here from the storm 4 weeks ago. Whenever you see these piles of rocks and earth at the side of the road, then you know the road at one point was blocked, and that's part of the clear up. Okay, that's us at the turn off to the forest trail. It really isn't that far outside Ardentinny, so you don't have to walk in the main road for very long. One thing you won't get from this camera, the sense of smell is gorgeous, lovely woody smell. Anyway, Laird's Grave Trail. So just past two lovely ladies with about 12 dogs between them, all on the lead, which was really nice to see. The last time I came across a group of dogs that big, they were all off the lead and they had me pinned against a tree, which wasn't so good. But they were lovely, the dogs were really nice. But being in the lead really helps a sense of security. Anyway, we've just started the track and we're already at the actual Laird's Grave itself. So very easy to get to. Starting to lose the light now, but it is a short walk. I should be back at the car before dark. And there we go, Laird's Grave. To be honest, I can't remember much of the history behind it, but I do know you can find it on the internet if you just search for Laird's Grave, Ardentinny. And you get a nice wee bench here to look at that view, which is a nice view apart from the Coolport nuclear submarine base in the distance, but apart from that it's a lovely view. Right, carry on the walk. Hopefully I'll get to finish this walk from the camera's point of view because I'm getting very low in battery and I forgot to bring out my spare. Anyway, onwards and upwards. I don't know if they still do it, but last time I was in that forest there were markers and ropes and stuff like this. So I think again the Ardentinny Outdoor Centre kids basically get loose in that forest. Which, especially at night, would be quite atmospheric. The outdoor centre itself is pretty much beside where I parked the car, so it's very handy for all this. So that's us at the highest point of this particular walk. There are trails leading off of this that go higher, but this particular trail is downhill from here. In fact, you can just see down there my car. So that's the Ardentinny car park just down there. and the outdoor centre's just kind of through those trees. So quiet up here now. Apart from that dog barking every now and again, but it's so quiet. Just the birds and the sound of the river running water from the stream that's just down there. So this is where we turn off to head back to the car park. But if you get more time in your hands, you can see there are two tracks there, the track splits left and right. They both go up the hill and they actually meet further up the hill. They come back together again further up. So you could either do that as a loop, up one side, down the other. But when they join up, there's another forest track, or forest road actually, that takes you along the hillside, and it takes you down to Gairletter, where there's a lovely long track that takes you right down the top of the glen and then back. So a nice sort of like a horseshoe track, and that's where what's the name of the company? There's a company that does basically quad bikes, and they go around that track. It's beautiful glen, and like I say, it's still a U shape, so you're not having to double back on yourself, and eventually it'll drop you down onto the main road, and then you can walk back to Ardentinny. But yeah, so we go this way, but maybe another time I'll take you down to Gairletter. Last time I was there with my bike, there was quite a few landslips, so maybe give it a wee while for the track to get sorted. In actual fact, I fell. I was taking the bike over walking the bike over one of the landslips, and it all shifted underneath me. So me and the bike both went down. I ripped my hill walking trousers open at the knee. Not good, but could have been a lot worse. Now I don't know if you can hear the river, which is just down there. There's a number of points in this river. In fact, you can see one there. If you see that peg, white peg with a red top, those mark points of interest in the river where the kids go down and do a bit of canyoneering. So I think there's about 8 or 9 of them in total, and they go all the way up the hill. So there's quite a few sort of waterfalls and, you know, sort of cascades and rapids and stuff like this that the kids can enjoy getting absolutely soaking in. So so yet another thing you can do in the Ardentinny Outdoor Centre, bit of canyoneering. Right, we'll soon be back at the car park. So just at the foot of the walk, there's this wee hut here, which is the generator for a hydro scheme. Way back in the video when I pointed to 2 tracks that came together, where they come together is a wee hydro dam that diverts water downhill to this scheme here. A lot of rivers, a lot of streams in this area, and off the top of my head there's about 3 in this immediate area. I can think of 3 off the top of my head. 3 huts like this, and hydro dams basically generating electricity, which is amazing. I mean, it rains here so often that hydro has to be one of the better options for generating electricity in the area. This tree here is on my bucket list because during the summer the branches hang really low, and there's a lot of leaves, and I want to come back sometime and see if I can get the sun shining through these leaves. So I think it'd be a lovely shot. Or in autumn, you can already see the leaves have already fallen. If I come back in autumn with the red leaves on the trees, ideally with the sun setting behind them, I think that'd be a gorgeous shot. But I missed both opportunities this year, so maybe next year. But that's us just getting to the bottom of the track. So I'm recording this route, so I'll take a snapshot of it and put it at the end of this video. I'll also just put a wee clip at the end just showing the actual statistics of the walk. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Okay, as you can see, it's not a long walk at all. About a mile. And it only took half an hour, and that's stopping to talk to people a couple of times. Anyway, I hope you get a chance to try it.